PointyStarVio, and today we're going to do our first guest request video. Somebody requested I made TG Madolches, so I did. Let's go in here and look at the deck list. We got ourselves 3 Messengelado, 3 Madeline, 3 Hootcake, 3 TG Warwolf, 2 Spell Striker, 3 Mewfuel, 1 Striker, and 2 Veiler. The challenge was with no Angeli, so I didn't use Angeli, and I'm not the biggest fan of synchro plays, so I was only running 1 TG Striker. I was trying it at 2 and stuff, but I was very inconsistent. We'll go in here. We got 1 Rhoda. Rhoda searches for the Spell Striker and the TG Striker. We got 1 Double Summon, 1 Darkhold, 3 Pot of Duality, 3 MST, 1 Book of Moon, the spells, this thing, and then for traps we got the Staple 4, which I'll be making that video later this week, but the camera's currently charging, so I was unable to record today. Then we have 2 Mirror Force. Extra deck, we've got ourselves for the XYZs, 2 Tiramisu, Black Ship, Shark Knight, Direwolf, Cowboy, Princess Cologne, Leviathan, Alucard, Leviaire, 2 Invoker, Zenmains. For synchros, we've got 1 Beast, 1 Barkion. I'm using the Princess Cologne simply because I was trying to prove that I didn't need this card, I didn't need this card, I didn't need these cards. I was like, oh, I could win, and the extra deck's not that tight, so I could use something random. So I put Princess Cologne in there to prove my point, and I did not lose because I did not have one of these things down here. So clearly that means that your extra deck's not as tight as you think in some of these decks. I mean, I'm also running these synchros, so, you know. Now let's go into the actual duels. Watch replay. Start off with this weird gadget dragon thing I was facing. They had a lot of strange cards in there. Yeah, let's just, yeah. When I was playing this, I've actually gone a lot more to try and get that Messengelado search off than normal. But, you know, I just got all the special summons. That TG Werewolf is so good. That Queen, though. When you hit the bottomless, you go all in. I mean, you don't really care. It's just something you do with this deck. It's like bottomless means you win. So, or if there's no bottomless, it means you win. You don't care if your queen gets warninged or torrentialed or any of that crap, as long as, you know, yeah. Got myself my Pro MST, using all the effects, and just kind of going all out. If you want to run my Hootcake was in defense, I was kind of scared of a Mirror Force, but then I realized I had a Queen and Alucard and shouldn't have worried. We'll go on against this like Gaga thing. Yeah, it was like I thought it was Gaga at first, but it turned out to be like that new hero kind, or like using that Dark Magician card. It was like Gaga splashed with the Dark Magician card, and so, you know, you don't really. I did not have much in this game. Yeah, Cat Hootcake. I think I like no, he summons the Gemini Elf, and I couldn't affect Veiler, which was getting really dumb because that's like I was really hoping to do right there. So, yeah, I ended up going, sorry about that, I ended up going Cat for Messenger to get the field spell because there's nothing I could really do. She went Sister, I went Veiler, and then started using card effects to make me sad, but then realized its effect was negated, and instead of going Gotcha or something, they just did that. Going pro, using all these effects, detaching, putting those 2 back into my hand, just so I could double summon them back out. Not that I needed to, because I have game on board, so. Yeah. We'll move on with the next duel. Was against, I believe, a Gusto deck. This is like a Synchron Gusto, which was a very interesting concept I had not ever seen before, and it was very interesting because you can get a lot of effects off that you couldn't normally get off, and it was very interesting. He kept going into that thing, which I guess is okay, but you know. The TGs are really nice. I don't know if I'd play them. I mean, I kind of like my little pure little build thing, just because the TGs get in the way sometimes, but it's overall generally good. Actually, I was playing some online the other day, some of my build online the other day, and I was getting some really, really, really good effects off. Like, I don't even know, just some really good plays. Yeah, being able to go queen so easy in this deck is kind of awesome. You always have targets for hoot cakes, and you always got cards to bounce back, and you can just do so many crazy things. And yeah, so they scooping it up. That's that double summon. We're going against Ice Barrier. Look at all these strange decks we're facing. I can go like first turn Barkion, but went that, summoned that. Then I activate that. Went Barkion, and then life's good. Yeah. That Barkion though, stopping the bottomless he had set, and I just put my cat back so I could get a search for the hoot cake. U fuel for hoot cake. Bottomlesses I negated, and then he scooped. Move on. We're facing 6 samurais. I faced a lot of very varying decks when doing this. Yeah. There he is going off and all that stuff with his really big monsters and such, which was kind of scary. I was trying to stop the Xian, but I couldn't remember like if it was like you had to chain or what happened to do things, so. I didn't really know what to do to get around that Xian. I was kind of scared at first. He lets the MST go through, and so I just actually ended up finally being able to make a queen, which is really, really nice. So he negated the chateau, and that's when I was like, okay, I don't really care. Going all out, get my queen, got my chateau down there to bounce cards back, bounce his monsters, and just kind of massive wreckage. He scooped at the declare of game because, you know, I could summon anything with 2,000 more attack, and that'd be amazing. Next, we're going against this spellcaster thing. That werewolf, though, or warwolf, is being really interesting. Look at that. I'm able to go, like, first turn stuff. There's only one problem, is I was not running Catastor. And so I was unable to do certain things. So whenever you went TG Striker for Warwolf, I was unable to Synchro Summon. So I would suggest running a TG Striker, unlike I was not. But, you know. Yeah, Hoot Cake banishes stuff, gets more stuff, gets other things, activate things. All of the plussing onto the field. See, I already went Leviathan, so I had nothing else to go but Alucard, so I did. We'll move on. We got ourselves versus Artifacts, and then we'll have 3 more, including this duel. They only run like 2 or 3 Absorbing Jar, right? But for some reason, they always happen to have that Absorbing Jar, and it's really weird. To be honest, I have no idea why I Book of Moon that. I'm just going to be flat out in saying that. This was kind of sad because I realized I did not have the Catastor here, so I just kind of passed. Yeah, I get a search during the end phase, but he makes me use an MST instead. Or no, here he made me use an MST instead. I summoned, activated effect, summoned. I went to go and do stuff, and see. Yeah, he can't really do anything. I put all of his cards back before he could get effects off and such. I wanted that in my hand because I didn't want to have to worry about other things. I was kind of scared about if he could like do something to my field, but he couldn't, so I just kind of went off on my second little queen play. And yeah. it's not a big deal that he destroyed my queen because I was just about to pull out another one. So we'll move on to one of our last two duels. We've got ourselves heroes. I did not know heroes could be played, and so he actually got a couple good plays off during this duel. That was interesting. That fusion gate getting that abs, put it back. I let him kill my monster because I was just going to search. I got my TG striker. Not that that helps anyone ever. But, you know, I probably should have set that to get another card that I needed. Sorry about that, fan. But yeah. The new software I'll be getting in a couple of days, or like about a week or two, will have a lot less CPU usage, so the fan won't be there in later videos. Yeah, he keeps adding cards back, which is getting really annoying. So we'll just keep on going on. I set the double summon as a bluff because there's nothing else I can do. He just keeps making the shining. I keep on just not wanting to deal with it. I finally drew something. Made Barkion because it was the only thing I could do that had any kind of decent attack. He makes a Nova Master here. Nova Master attacks and kills my Barkion. Top deck of Destiny, Madeline wins games. Madeline plus double summon equals queen, which means that you win. It's just that simple. Queen bounces back cards. Palooza, activate the field spell, attack directly. Their turn. Draws Voltic, can't do anything. He scoops it up. My turn. What? Let's go on to the last duel. Madolches versus his like fire tea thing. It was quacky fire guys. It was interesting. Not a fun duel. Let me just say that. This is a really strangely good deck. Luckily, I've got the stinking heart of the cards on my side 24/7, and I get the cards I need whenever I need them, however I need them gotten to me, always. Pro Majoline, getting me to that hoot cake. Double summon, cat for hoot cake, and all these different things, just constantly setting cards up. And I keep on messing up and stuff, but I keep getting good cards. And I don't even have a single ticket or field spell. But, you know, attack. That fiendish chain, though, in his hand. Mirror Force, summon, Bottomless, set 2, but then he ended because he couldn't deal with the queen and the Alucard. No matter what, something was going to happen if I activate Alucard. He could have changed it onto the queen or something. But then I could have done other things like use that Invoker to make another queen, you know. So, that was the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to recommend or request a certain deck to be made yourself, put it in the comment section below and I'll work on one. It's just a little fun thing. Also, news, I got accepted into the top 32 as the 6th entry. I was waiting for a confirmation to be allowed to tell, so he said we could, and yeah. So, be expecting a video on Underworld 6667's channel soon. Thanks for watching. Yeah.
どうだか知らない